What's crackin', movie trivia Schmodown fans? It's your boy C-Dub, and today we got the newly reformed Evil Geniuses with JTE and Lon Harris taking on Superhero News. This should be a really good match. I got the Evil Geniuses taking this, but let's get it started.
Someone who betrayed me, I get to choose the stipulations for the next match. So you know what? Andrew Guy throwing down the hammer has challenged Ben Bateman to a May showdown in Houston. Booker T's Wrestling Arena will house Guy versus Bateman May 18th. Guy versus Bateman in a stipulation match. Guy said if Bateman happens to beat him, he can choose his next singles opponent. If Bateman loses, Bateman will not be able to compete in this year's Ultimate Schmodown singles tournament. That is a hefty price to pay. And on May 18th, you're done. Your season is done. Your career is done. There's no way I'm going to get nervous on that stage. I was born to compete. I was born to perform. What? Dress looks terrible on me. Why did they use that picture? Hey, bud. Hey. How's it going, man? Wild man. Listen, I wanna apologize for throwing the belt. I know that I've been on suspension for a touch, but I really feel like it was a crime of passion. Yeah. It was more of a shove and push, if you will. It was in the way of my arms. I've got long arms that are hairy. Right. It doesn't really matter though if it was a push, a shove, a throw. You knocked the belt down, and you can't do that. You know that. I know. You know what it was? I don't like belts. You're more of a suspenders guy? Yes, I understand. Yeah, well, more cummerbund. Okay, fair enough. But here's the thing for me, is that Emma, she's been really on my case about me, not actually doing anything as commissioner. Whoa. So but she's kind of right. So I wanna actually step up and commish a little. So I got a stipulation for you. Okay. Yeah. So I know you're already serving a little bit of a suspension. Yeah. But here's a stipulation. Okay. I want you to play Paul Oyama. Okay. I don't like that guy. No, nobody does. That's not the point. Okay. If you win, suspension over. Okay. Done. Okay. But if Paul beats you, I gotta add an extra month. An extra month? Yeah. You gotta have something here. Listen, the Wild Man never steps back from a challenge. Okay? That's why I wrestled a rhino in the 8th grade. It was a kid named Rhino. It wasn't an actual rhino. He was like a little bit bigger. No, that was. Did I win? Yeah. No. But did I fight? Yes. And that's what's going to happen now. I will take on Paul Oyama. Paul Oyama gonna be there. All right. A little Michael McDonald reference there for you folks. And I will take it. Okay. Yes. Thank you for your stipulation, sir. My pleasure. Nobody stipulates quite like you do. That's how you commish, my friend. Yes. That's how you commish. Mark, team division here, buddy. This is a very interesting match we got.
That's right, Christian. When you look at the landscape of the movie Trivia Schmodown team division, you and I used to rule this landscape way back in the late 60s. And then you had the hippie movement, and then the beatniks came, and then the 80s revolutionized everything. And now we find ourselves with two teams competing here today. Either one of them, I would say, would be contenders for a belt at some point down the road.
Well, here's the thing, though. The Anarchy tournament started a lot of noise.
Revolution.
It really did, and it has made the division stacked.
One of those teams that was formed in Anarchy was the team of Lon Harris and Little Evil JTE. Now, the thing was, they looked like they had a match against the Wildberries. They wiped the floor with the Wildberries, and it looked like, oh my God, they were my pick to win the whole tournament. JTE got on a scooter, and that's the last we heard of JTE. JTE was out for a while. He was done. We couldn't see him. So enter Jonathan Harris. Jonathan Harris became the Harris brothers with Lon Harris.
They're actually related.
They are. They made it all the way to the finals against Who's the Boss, and it just seemed, oh, here's this new team. What place will JTE have? JTE returns at the free-for-all. The crowd goes nuts.
They loved him, standing ovation, rightfully so.
It was great, but then following, there was a match between Inky and the Brain. There's a match between Inky and the Brain and the movie guys, and right before that started, JTE interrupts a meeting between the Harris brothers and challenges Jonathan Harris and says, listen, we're going to play. Emma and Sam oblige, and we find ourselves that we had a stipulation match to where the Evil Geniuses would reform if JTE wins. JTE won. The Evil Geniuses are back, and Jonathan is the manager.
The Harris brothers are no more. Jonathan, reluctant manager though he may be, is shepherding these two. We'll probably see him in the introductions here in just a little bit, but when you look at the combination of what the Evil Geniuses bring to the table, it's a lot of action popcorn movie know-how and also a lot of classic cinema, as Lon Harris and his pipe can attest to.
All right, so this is going to be more like a promo here than it's a little pre-interviews, but we'll see how we got here. Here we go. Geniuses back.
When you look at the Evil Geniuses, I see that chemistry working right away.
Superhero news.
Don't sleep. Don't overlook them for any reason. They're here for a reason. They're here to compete.
Now we have Sean Gerber and Sabina. Their knowledge is expansive.
And your winner!
I think you guys might have the beginning of a real great team here.
Critically acclaimed, they were the hands-on favorite to win the whole tournament last year. And your winner!
We're not afraid of anybody in this league. We are here for the competition. We are here to be champions. This is a setback, but it's not going to get us down for very long.
They fall well. I think that they're going to be back pretty soon. Like I said, Mark, there's just a lot of story there from the beginning of JTE winning. Don't forget, JTE still, to this day, the half of the longest reigning team champions over a year and a half. They were 9-0, the Patriots. Him and Jeff Snyder were
they're pretty good.
They defended the title, I think, 6 different times. They were just a team to be reckoned with. JTE likes being champion. He wants to be champion again and felt that Lon was the partner, and they're back again, 1-0. This is their first match, but it's Sean Espina who also want to prove, oh yeah, okay, you guys are setting us up against these two guys. This is Sean Gerber and Sabina. They know their stuff. They had a great match in their debut, and they stumbled against critically acclaimed, but they haven't played since. But they want to prove that they belong, and they're here to fight the Evil Geniuses.
Yes, Sabina Graves, Sean Gerber. If you look at superhero news from they may not have the breadth of knowledge, or at least proven that they have the breadth of knowledge, just because they have not had the amount of opportunities that obviously a JTE has had over the course of his career in the movie Trivia Schmodown. But you spin that wheel, maybe there's a comic book movie, maybe there's a superhero, maybe there's a Marvel slice that can get them going and possibly get them a lead. And we've seen this time and time again, Christian. You carry some momentum into round 3, anything is possible.
Well, it's certainly possible, and we're going to see it all go down right now. Here is Tale of the Tape here for these two.
Oh, it's a Tale of the Tape?
Yeah, Tale of the Tape for these two. Superhero news, comic book movies, Disney movies, and Marvel movies. You'll see, because Sean Gerber will be competing in that MCU exhibition rematch this month.
Oh, that's going to get hot.
Yes, it will. And you ain't lying. And then we also have the Evil Geniuses, classics. You have Sly movies. And what else, Mark? What's that say? Could be funny. Nothing. All right, here we go. Let's start the match. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie Trivia Schmodown. There we go. Introducing first, they are the ranked number 11 contenders. Give it up for some
Sabina, they're teaming up. But where's the dog? No more doggy? No more doggy. Okay, so I have a great view of the dog off camera. We're fine. And their opponents, led to the ring by their manager, Jonathan Harris, with a record of 1 win, no defeats. The Professor, Lon Harris, and Little Evil to shake his hand, but then
does not like it.
Not so much afterwards. And Lon Harris, the Professor, this all seems beneath him.
It really is. What's rude? Yeah, I don't understand, Professor. You gotta get locked.
I know how to write. It's not genteel.
No, it is really not. But nonetheless, here you are. Both teams sitting down at the table. Mark, what are the rules for this match?
Sabina and Sean brought a dog out, and Lon and JTE brought Jonathan out. I will take the superhero news animal. We move on to the rules in round number 1, and that is 8 questions from 8 different movie trivia categories will be asked to the field. As soon as you hear the question, please write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard in front of you. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number 1, nor is there any collaborating. This is a team match, but it is an individual exercise in round number 1. As soon as we ask the question, you have 15 seconds to write down your answer. When we ask you by name to reveal your answer, please show what you wrote on the whiteboard. At the same time, you verbalize it into the microphone. Each team also has 3 usages of the JTE rule. Hey, that's him right there. The JTE rule throughout the duration of the 3-round match, and you also each have 1 challenge at your disposal.
All right, now with that said, we'll have to ask superhero news first. Are you guys ready?
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 And the Evil Geniuses?
Indubitably. Yes.
Then let's get ready to Showdown! Here we go. Evil Geniuses superhero news. First question here. In the realm of action-adventure, who plays Sylvester Stallone's partner in the film Tango and Cash?
All right, give me putt for at least one of these competitors.
Kurt Russell.
And 5.
Remember who is who?
4.
That movie.
3, 2, 1. Sabina?
Wesley Snipes.
Incorrect. JTE.
That'd be Demolition Man, and he's not his partner, but Kurt Russell.
Wow.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I
Sean
didn't get it.
Didn't have it, Lon?
It is Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. So the Genius is starting up here with 2 points right off the bat. Superhero News is going to have to try to close that gap. Here's the next one.
Move on to classics. And your question is, in what classic 1955 coming-of-age film did James Dean famously cry, "You tear me apart"?
Lisa? No, wrong movie.
That's a different classic. It's not made in 1955. I'm going to go to 5, 4, 3, 2, 3.
We cut it out. 1. And JT.
Rebel Without a Cause.
Yes. Sean.
Rebel Without a Cause.
Lon?
It is Rebel Without a Cause.
Yeah.
Rebel Without a Cause.
Okay, there we go. So 4-2. They're on board. Yep. Dramas. That would be the next one. Dramas. 1971's The French Connection follows a pair of narcotics cops investigating a smuggling ring in which U.S. city?
All right, so already 3 questions in. We've had 2 cop pairs.
Yes.
Questions. If you and I are a cop pair, who goes in to interrogate the suspect first?
Probably me.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to soften them up?
San
with me?
Francisco.
Close.
No, I'm tired of it all. 5, 4,
It's the job.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Sean.
Philadelphia?
No. Lon.
Chicago.
No. Sabina.
New York.
Yes. And JT.
Nice.
But Detroit.
No. So only Sabina. Only Sabina. 4-3. Damn it. 4-3. Okay.
I'll point out to JT, it did not take place in Detroit.
Is that what Let me see that.
Sorry.
Thankfully, it's already been erased.
No proof.
Move on to the world of animated movies. And in the world of animated
Let me just say,
movies,
JT, I missed you so much.
movies drawn by computer on hand. Your question, George Clooney and Meryl Streep starred together in what 2009 animated film? I said Meryl Streep. It seems that the crowd has soured on
Bibiani
Meryl
left.
Streep.
Nah, too late.
And
5, 4.
and there was much rejoicing.
Can I get a repeat? Repeat first.
I certainly can. George Clooney and Meryl Streep, hailing from Detroit, start together in what 2009 animated film?
It's pronounced Detroit.
Detroit.
5,
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Lon.
It is the fantastic Mr. Fox.
Is Sabina.
Yeah.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yep, JTE.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yes,
Didn't
Sean
have it.
didn't have it, so Sean didn't have it.
Oh,
All right, 6-4. And next question here is number 5, Fantasy Sci-Fi. Who starred as the replicant Blade Runner K in Blade Runner 2049? If I gave you your name can only be a letter, are you taking K? Because that's your first name. Which one are you taking? I'm going with
Ryan Gosling.
Z. X. 5, 4. Hey, look, there goes Z. 2, 1. Pens down. X. And Sabina.
Hannah John Kamen.
It's incorrect. JTE.
Ryan Gosling?
Yes. Sean.
Ryan Gosling.
Yep. And Lon.
Ryan Gosling.
There you go. 8-5. So we see superhero news hanging around,
Yes,
but the Evil
4-3 now.
Genius is threatening to pull away here midway through round number 1 as we get to the later part of the round with the category of comedies.
Lon has not missed yet.
Question is, what type of animal bursts out of the Christmas tree and wreaks havoc in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? Lon looking at a perfect round thus far. It was just never
Chicago.
my family.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Christmas.
A squirrel.
It was Christmas Vacation. Never real. It's fine. 4. It's not Scrooged. 3. It's not. It's a Wonderful Life. 2, 1, and JTE.
Squirrel.
It is. Squirrel. Lon.
I had raccoon.
Okay. Sabina.
Squirrel.
Okay, look at that. So now cutting the gap here. It's 9-7. Sabina hits that, and now there's only a 2-point lead here by the Geniuses. And the next question is the realm of horror/thriller. Which horror film involves a young priest named Damien Karras? I tell you, I saw the new Pet Cemetery. Oh, you wound up going? I went opening night, first showing, front row. Loved it? Oh, wow. 5. It's not going to do what it did to me when I was 8 years old.
The Exorcist.
2. It affected me. 1. Sean.
Is it The Omen?
It is not. 1.
The Exorcist.
Yes. Sabina.
The Exorcist.
Yes. And JTE.
The Exorcist.
Got it. Talk about a movie that affected young Mark Ellis.
I would add Exorcist 3, also an acceptable answer.
That's a good point. 11.
I think Lon get an extra point for that.
I agree.
Not yet, sir. You haven't earned that as a manager. Please step by. All right. So, all right. Our last question is a Patreon question. This question comes from Jeremiah Spivey. Jeremiah, he was a Bullfrog, and now he is a Patreon member. Thank you for supporting the Movie Trivia Showdown on Patreon. If you want to hear your name read during an upcoming match, check out the Patreon and select which tier is right for you. Thank you, Jeremiah, for supporting our show. Jeremiah wanted the category of family films. Family films. And the question is, what Oscar winner appears in the Night at the Museum franchise as the Pharaoh Ankh-Menra? Ankh-Menra. Sabina having a wonderful round, by the way. I think that Sabina and Sean are underrated as far as complimenting each other.
Ben Kingsley.
A lot like what JT and the Professor tried. 3, 2, 1. Pens down, JT. Lon?
Wait, me or JT?
He had put pens down, but you
sorry.
you go.
I had Ben Kingsley.
It's incorrect, Sabina.
Rami Malek.
Yes, JT.
I didn't have it.
And Sean.
I also had Ben Kingsley.
So just Sabina has it, and she comes in to run out. Sabina really carrying the weight here. Superhero news in the first round. The dog's a good luck charm, Christian. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to get to round number 2 for our teams here. A lot closer here than I think a lot of people thought here, Mark. The Evil Geniuses leading by only 2 here going into round numero dos, known as the Wheel Round, the Wheel of Fate, Doom, and Justice. Each team gets a spin at the wheel. Each slice on that wheel contains 4 movie trivia questions in said genre. Each question's worth 2 points. There's no penalty for missing a question. However, stealing is available in round number 2. If you're not sure of the answer to the question, simply ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer, and you are allowed to collaborate with your teammate for each and every question of all 6 of them. 6 questions for the team match. And I will point out that 2 slices on the wheel are sponsored by a Movie Trivia Showdown patron. Those would be 80s movies and Scarlett Johansson movies. So if either team spins either one of those categories, we will say the name of that patron. All right, so with that, the Geniuses have a 2-point lead here. So would you guys like to go first or second?
Yeah, we're gonna go first.
You're gonna go first. All right, go ahead and spin from the wheel, not the pegs, Professor.
Lon Harris.
Lon hitting the wheel.
Taking the scenic route to the wheel.
Yep.
Now watch the strength of that.
And here he goes, and Jonathan trying to poke his brother from afar.
JT wants nothing to do with it.
JT focused on the wheel.
Good spin here by
Could
Lon.
be a
Spin.
choice directors. The directors, and JT's going to come over to consult with Lon.
Will they go?
And here comes Jonathan wanting to relay the answer.
You're going to take it. Are they going to take it?
They're going to take
Not even
directors.
listening to their man. You're going to take it. Okay, Jonathan. Thank you.
Jonathan Harris has declared officially that they will be taken.
All right, guys. You're going to get 6 questions in the realm of directors. 6 questions. Can't steal superhero news in these questions. Here we go. First question. Who directed 1991's New Jack City?
Mario Van Peebles.
Correct.
He was great in Posse.
Question 2. For which movie did Sidney Lumet receive his first Oscar nomination?
Guess who's coming to dinner?
5, 4, 3, 2,
Multiple.
1.
Let's go multiple.
Is it A,
Multiple choice.
12 Angry Men, B, Dog Day Afternoon, C, Network, D, The Verdict?
Network.
Yeah. 12 Angry Men.
Correct for 1 point. Catherine Bigelow's directorial debut was with which 1981 film which featured Willem Dafoe in his first starring role? Five, 4, 3.
We'll do multiple choice.
A, The Loveless. B, The Hunger. C, Platoon. D, Near Dark.
Near Dark.
I believe it's The Loveless.
For 1 point.
Teammates using each other's strengths wisely thus far, negotiating multiple choice.
Question 4. Who directed Any Given Sunday?
Oliver
2
Stone.
points. Alright. Here's question number 5. Question number 5. Who was the director of the 2002 drama 25th Hour?
Spike Lee.
For 2 points, yes.
All right, they're starting to feel it now, Christian.
Final question in this round. Who wrote, directed, and stars as Carol in the 2013 comedy In a World about a woman trying to make it in the voiceover industry?
Lake Bell.
Correct for 2 more points.
JT coming up big for that answer.
The Geniuses get themselves to 21-9 after their 6th question, and now Superhero News will go and take the wheel. Who will be spinning between?
Sabina.
Sabina right now has the good luck touch, so it looks like she is going to be spinning the wheel.
So Sabina spins it, and Christian, if they throw a perfect round, and when I say perfect, I mean getting all the questions right on their face, not asking for multiple choice, they can be tied going into round number 3. As we pass winner's choice, this could be modern classics.
Modern classics. They're iffy on it.
Iffy on it, we might be seeing another spin here. What does the team want to do?
Again.
Going again.
Again, have at it.
See, you gotta go with something confident at this point with the Geniuses because they have such a large lead and you don't want them to
You
steal.
just gotta hope it doesn't hit opponent's
Yeah,
choice.
that could be her.
And Cleese
80s.
with 80s.
80s movies. All right, 80s movies. Okay, so now 80s movies.
You gotta keep it now.
All right, well, they did hit 80s, Christian, and as you take another swig of water, I get to say the name John Johnson. John Johnson.
John.
That is his slice. He wanted it sponsored. He got 80s sitting on the wheel right next to that glorious-looking new releases wedge. Well done, Mark Ellis. I'm taking all the credit for making that wedge, although I actually had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it.
Thank you, Alex Marzona. All right. In 80s movies, thanks to John Johnson, we get 6 questions. Your first question of 6. In Silverado, who played a knife-wielding poker player named Slick?
Multiple choice.
Is it
Yes.
A, Christopher Walken, B, Jeff Goldblum, C, Kevin Kline, or D, Steve Buscemi?
Kevin Kline. Kevin Kline.
5, 4, 3.
Kevin Kline.
That is incorrect for a 1-point steal, Evil Geniuses. Is it A, Christopher Walken, B, Jeff Goldblum, C, Kevin Kline, or D, Steve
Walken.
Buscemi?
Walken.
Jeff Goldblum.
Give him a point. The big steal, Christian.
Big steal right now.
Starting to look at knockout or TKO possibilities here. Your next question, back to superhero news. What comedian plays Rufus in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
George Carlin.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, George Carlin,
George
B, Richard
Carlin.
Pryor, C, Rodney Dangerfield, or D, Howie Mandel?
Carlin. A.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Rodney Dangerfield?
That is incorrect for a 1-point steal.
That would be George Carlin.
It is George Carlin, and all of a sudden a 14-point gash has opened up the Evil Geniuses superhero news so tight through the first round, Christian. It really has opened up, but we come to the third of 6 questions here for superhero news in the world of the 80s. Your next query is, who wrote the screenplay for the Brian De Palma directed film Scarface? Five, 4.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Brian De Palma, B, Ben Hecht, C, David Mamet, or D, Oliver Stone?
David Mamet. Actually.
Is it Oliver Stone?
There's a point for him. Sometimes you just need momentum to get you going in a category that you didn't necessarily want. That's the case here with superhero news. They're now halfway through round number 2 in the world of the 80s, still trailing by 13 points, so they still need more ground if they are indeed going to go to round number 3. Your next question, your fourth in this category. In Footloose, Ren moved to the small farm town from what metropolitan city? This is the 1984 Footloose.
Yes, because we're in the 80s.
Multiple choice.
Just making sure. Multiple choice. A, Boston. B, Chicago. C, New York. Or D, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. I think.
Big guess. 5, city here. 4, 3.
Can you repeat?
Certainly can. In Footloose, the 1984 version, Ren moved to the small farm town from what metropolitan area? A, Boston. B, Chicago. C, New York.
Boston.
D, Philadelphia. That is incorrect. Go to Evil Geniuses. Your options once again. A, Boston. B, Chicago. C, New York. D, Philadelphia.
D.
It was not Philadelphia. It was the home of Portillo, Chicago. Chicago. Home of the Cubs and Sam Levine. Your next one. In the film Spaceballs, what species is Barf?
He's a moth. He's a moth. A mog. Mog.
5, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is it A, a mog, B, a moof,
Mog.
C, a Dan, or D, a doof?
Mog.
I feel like Dr. Seuss.
So,
Mog.
That is correct for 1 point. But now Christian Superhero News finds themselves in a position they have to answer this question correctly, and they may not rely on multiple choice to force a round 3. So Superhero News multiple choice is off the table. They have to get this question on its face. And your last one in the wild, previously wonderful, now hated decade of the 80s. Your question is, which actress starred opposite Tom Hanks in the 1986 comedy The Money Pit?
Is that Kelly McGillis? I think it's Kelly McGillis.
To a round 3.
I think. Kelly McGillis.
5, 4, 3.
can you repeat the question?
Certainly can. Second one. Which actress starred opposite Tom Hanks in the 1986 comedy The Money Pit?
Rita Wilson.
And your winners by way of knockout, the Professor Lon Harris, Unbelievable JTE, the Evil Geniuses. And Jonathan Harris looking like the happiest. The answer was Shelley Long. Looking for Shelley Long.
I think Jonathan Harris has found his call.
He is very JT maybe not happy that Jonathan Harris is soaking up so much of the attention. In superhero news, Christian, it just comes down to what slice you spin sometimes. And 80s miles away from what they wanted probably at comic book movies. And maybe, because they had fun modern classics, they should have stuck with what they had in the first place.
Maybe so, but the question was, could the Evil Geniuses do what they did in Anarchy? And they certainly did. They knocked out their opponents. They did it to Wildberries. They just did it to Superhero News. So now, who will be next? Who will they play next? That is the question here, because listen to some of these teams, Mark, that are just running around in the team's division. Whether it's Who's the Boss, The Odd Couple, Shire Wolves, Corruption, Critically Acclaimed, the Scream Queens, Founding Fathers, The Family, The Paddington 2, Wildberries.
It's a lot of capable teams you're rattling off here.
Late to the party, Stacy and her new partner. There's so many teams now that these guys could face, but this was just a 2-0. Evil Geniuses is a scary team.
They're building their record. They have some managerial chemistry issues to solve between Jonathan Harris and Little Evil, but if that's their biggest hurdle, I think that they're in good standing, because Lon Harris and JT, they complement each other so well. We saw a little bit of that with Sabina and with Sean. It just wasn't able to factor into round number 2, and that's when they needed it the most here today.
That's absolutely right, and I think it's got to be a little deflating anytime it's a knockout. You don't get past the second round, but we'll see how they handle it. We're going to talk to Jen Sturger, who's with both Superhero News and the Evil Geniuses. Here we go.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmodown fans? Jen Sturger here with the Evil Geniuses. JT, I feel like it's safe to say you're back. You guys are performing like you were.
Huzzah.
Right where you left off in the Anarchy, before your accident.
Yeah, it just kind of confirms what I thought. If I didn't get in that accident, we would have ran the floor with the whole teams. I think we'd have the belts right now. It's really a tragedy.
I mean, not to say that Jonathan didn't do a great job in your place.
Oh, you could say that.
I don't mean that at all. He's always been nothing but gracious toward me, his new manager.
Fine performances all around, I would just
Absolutely.
like to say. I think 3 huzzahs and a pip-pip to all competitors.
I think we trained perfectly, Lon. I think you were in fine form. I think you were quick. In fact, you might have set a record for quickest answer had someone else not had to discuss things with you every few seconds.
There was a bit of discussion behind the scenes, but I think it all worked out for the best.
Slowing you down, but that's okay.
What are you talking about? Yeah, well, first of all, huzzah, pip-pip, those sound like colas to me. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I'm taking salutations and greetings.
Salutations,
and celebratory remarks.
Listen, here's the thing. This guy did nothing. At least with Tom, he has some swagger. I felt like he was involved. He was walking back and forth. He's over there like doing algebra or something, or his taxes.
Listen.
I don't even know what you're paying attention to math?
Trigonometric function, sir.
You take that back. I didn't do that.
Jete. I think what we may be overlooking here is Jonathan and I share a filial bond, and I would like things to remain pro tempore, professional, if you will. I would like this to be
Clearly, from the victory today, it seems like this is a perfect match, a match made in heaven.
Listen, it just confirms again what I said, that we work together really well. We both know what we're talking about. Even the things that we struggle with, we're able to come together with our minds and just become to the right conclusion. I'm trying to talk like you guys. I'm not doing a good job.
I don't struggle, Jete. It's all right.
But here's the thing.
Too many carbonated beverages, like a pip and huzzahs.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, this has been great. You know what? I think all it comes down to is you guys played a great match together again. Who do you want next?
I mean, listen, I hate to say this, but Jeff Snyder, the Odd Couple, whatever the hell they're called, I want to prove that the Patriots weren't just a fluke, that if I am on a team, we can take it to championship no matter who my partner is.
Didn't we already?
Yes, we have already defeated the Peculiar Twosome.
Well, that just proves my point. They can be easily beaten. But if you guys beat them, we're going to destroy them.
They are quite a formidable Odd Couple, a film starring Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau from the 60s.
Yeah, don't
Grumpy Old Man? I know Grumpy Old Man. I saw both of them in theaters.
Do not underestimate Mr. Undreco. He's a fine competitor.
What are they saying?
I don't know. Oh, sorry about that, superhero news. That could have gone better. You know what? If it was a wheel full of superheroes and comic books, maybe things would be a little different, right? Yeah, no, when we spent 80s, I was really hoping maybe we'll get some horror in here, but did not work out that way. Were you guys even born in the 80s? I was not. But I'm familiar with a lot of 80s films that are specific genres, yeah.
I have no excuse. I should have got some of those, and some of them I just talked myself out of answers, especially when with multiple choice getting down to 50-50.
Loose.
Just didn't play with the kind of confidence that I should have played. I'll have a lot more confidence in the MCU exhibition match, but for this one, I also feel like I let my teammate down. She did a great job, in round 1, and I didn't bring my A game today, and you have to. You go up against a legend of this game like JTE and then Lon. I mean, these guys have a great chance to be future champions one day, and if you're gonna go up against them, you have to bring your best stuff. And
let's be clear, you lost against not scrubs.
No,
you know what I mean? If you're gonna go down like that.
Yeah, we've lost against critically acclaimed and evil geniuses. So these are top players,
for sure.
Critically acclaimed, just challenged for the tag titles. I mean, these are top contenders that we're going up against. And when you go up against top competition, sometimes it doesn't go your way.
No, definitely. And I think Sean and I have realized through a lot of the matches we've done is that we have a lot of wedges or categories that we have in common that we just haven't been able to meet in a way where if there's a wedge that one of us does not have a strength in, kind of has not worked out. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been talking about it. I mean, strategically, we're not the greatest team because, as Sabina said, there's too much overlap in our strengths and our weaknesses.
Exactly.
So it's the same wheel slices that are going to hurt me, that are going to hurt her, and we're both hoping for the same strength. So we just don't have the odds just aren't in our favor as a team. So we've been talking about it, and we definitely feel like it's going to be better that we just stay friends rather than be Schmoedown teammates.
I feel like you guys are this is a very amicable divorce. God.
It's very amicable, yeah.
Very amicable. So wait,
100%.
So no more superhero news?
No more superhero news in the
So you're both free agents?
Both free agents.
Huh. That was so nice, you guys. More parents should take note of that. Less divorce attorneys.
I agree. None needed here.
I might team up with my dog. Yeah.
Gus is a contender.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, well, best of luck to you guys in the future. I'm really excited to see what these new teams look like.
So am I.
Back to you guys.
Well, I mean, it's sad to see, but I thought that it was nice that both Sean Gerber and Sabina, they looked at each other and said we talked about it, and maybe it was time that they split up as a team, and they both had they looked like they had already agreed on doing that. If it went down this way, it did, and so Superhero News will go on their separate ways.
It happens in the league sometimes. It happens that not every team works. Not every team is great coming right out of the gate, but I do like the individual futures of both these competitors, and that dog. That dog, Christian.
Yeah, well, evil geniuses, though. You look at it was comedy gold with them all yelling at each other back there, and JTE and Jonathan still not on the same page, but Lon and JTE are on the same page. And if I'm a team in this league, I'm saying, watch out.
Yeah, I would not want to go into the evil geniuses simply because in a round number 2 scenario like what we saw, there is not a wedge that you can give them that they are not comfortable with. Even with directors, they had to have a meeting of whether they're going to answer or not, and JTE ends up answering the bulk of the director questions. So it doesn't matter what you stick them with, they're going to come out with points.
Well, how about JTE going after Snyder, saying they want the odd couple? I mean, I think to me that match should happen sooner or later. Whether or not it's going to happen now, I don't know, but we'll see. It's something that Emma will have to figure out. But nonetheless, JTE is back, and he's having a hell of a year because he comes back here, he wins against Jonathan Harris, he wins his match in the Evil Geniuses, and now he also had a great run at the free-for-all.
Nice to see him back.
JT's having a nice run as he comes back, and I think that Lon Harris needed a little bit of that too because his year was starting off a little rough, and now he's back in the winning side of things.
That's right. Whether you live in Ren McCormick's hometown of Chicago or you reside in Detroit, we love your patronage here with the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Check out the Patreon. Select which tier is right for you. For more info on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, go to triviasd.com, and for all of our upcoming live events, you can head to the schmoedownlive.com.
That's right. And speaking of which, May 18th,
Houston.
Andrew Guy and Ben Bateman. You talk about a grudge match? Well, they are going to be going at it. Booker T himself will be in the arena.
We're going to need him there to break those two up.
He's going to be there for the main event. Now, why he's in Andrew Guy's corner, I do not know, but it is going to happen. And then in the undercard, you have the Founding Fathers, John Roca, and the Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion himself, Dan Murrell, will be facing Double Toasted, the homegrown Houston, Texas boys. They're going to be facing and having a battle. I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun.
A rabid crowd that is probably going to be cheering on Double Toasted. But man, I mean, you're talking about Merle and Roca on a team together. That's the undercard. Houston's going to be something special. And man, am I looking forward to that barbecue.
And you can get your tickets at the schmoedownlive.com, like Mark mentioned, triviasd.com. Thank you to all our patrons. If you're not listening to the Schmoedown Rundown, it is the Sports Center of the Movie Trivia Schmodown. You can listen to it on Saturdays on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher or wherever podcasts are found. But you can also watch it on this very channel on Sundays. Brad Gilmore, Frankie Janish, and Chris Clark do a great job, so please go and check them out. And thank you. Go join Facebook. Join the whole lot of it. We have so much stuff for you guys.
Join Facebook.
Get on
the website Facebook.
Yes, please. The Facebook group, the Facebook page.
Create a password, however you want to do it.
Long day here on the Movie Trivia Schmodown. Thank you guys so much.
Kristen Mark.
We'll see you next time.
Well, I'd like to say that I wish I would have witnessed a better match. It's unfortunate for superhero news to go out like that. And, but much props and respect to Sean and Sabina. You did your best. And, I look forward to see what you guys do in the future. Whether you get new team partners, if you venture into the singles. I know Sean, he's in the IG League, but, sorry things went that way for you. But, JT and Lon Harris, they, had another great match, great win. And, some teams might be scared. Shire Wolves are not one of them. They are the champs. They are the best, the cream of the crop. They're all the way at the top. But, can't wait to see who Evil Geniuses are going to face next. And, Makuga facing off against Paul Yama. Makuga, you're a cool dude. I don't give you any shot at beating Paul. I think he's a little too skilled for you, bruh. But, that'll be fun to watch next week. But if you like my reactions, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Christopher Woodburn. You can find me on Twitter, Chris Woodburn83. Facebook, Christopher Michael Woodburn. And if you do Schmodown reactions, trailer reactions, come join the MTS Fan Reaction League on Facebook. It's a lot of fun. So until next time, Mr. Boy C-Dub. Peace.